Hello, beautiful humans. I'm reporting love from the countryside of Marbella here in Spain. As you can see, the beautiful reflection in the window and Ihab's magical light heart on my head. I wanted to share with you a message about how to deal with challenges. And this message is especially created for the woman in the house, because the way women experience life is very deeply emotional. And so just like with anything else, whether it's love or what we work or what we study, we're always going to be guided by our emotions. And this is a great gift. But sometimes in life, we have to be a bit more ruthless and aware and conscious of how these emotions allow us to meet reality. So when we have a challenge and we react from a deep emotional place, this is where we are shooting ourselves in the foot. The thing that is actually our greatest gift becomes our greatest enemy. Especially in places like business and work, it's really not appropriate to be functioning from a space of deep emotion, especially when it comes to anger and resentment and all kinds of things that can come up for us emotionally, because we're emotional beings, and that's a beautiful thing. But when you are faced with a challenge, the most important thing to recognize is that you do not want to be reactive from a place of emotion. So I'm going to give you 3 steps to make sure that when you are faced with a challenge, you are not swallowed by your emotion, but rather you are the master of them. Because in some situations, that's what we need to be. Not all, but some. So the first thing we want to do, let's say you're faced with a challenge, something's happening in the world that's really challenging you and crossing your boundaries and making you angry. Are you just going to react from a place of emotion? The answer is no, no, no. The first thing you want to do when something happens is notice how it's making you feel and make sure you are not reactive. Instead, you are going to do one thing and one thing only. You're going to recollect your energy, whether you go for a walk or do your yoga or do your practice. You're going to recollect all your energy, all your mind, all your thoughts, all your energy to make sure that you go back to your center. That means that within the first hour or so of feeling that emotion, you are not going to act, you are not going to react. Instead, we want to come back to center and remember, what are the values we stand for? What are the desires we long to bring into the world? Beauty, creativity, community. And then we can start to act from that place, because the moment you come back to center, you're no longer going to be acting from a place that disturbs the situation, that disturbs life. And our emotions have a great power to bring harmony in life. Music, song, creation, beauty. But when it comes to the more destructive emotions, let us keep them for a place where they belong. And it is not in business, it is not in work. So if you're a businesswoman or a working woman and you have strong emotions, that's okay. You're a woman, so you're gonna have this emotional body that's very intense, especially around the full moon, which just passed. And the full moon in Scorpio is gonna amplify everything a million times. But that doesn't mean that we must act from that place. And this is a lesson I've learned. I used to bring a lot of emotions into business, into work, into dealing with my employees, and I never felt good about it. And here's the thing. You always know in life when you feel good or bad about something, whether it was the right thing to do. And when you have that bitter feeling or that sense of, oh, that's not who I want to be, then you know there's an upgrade to that behavior. And as women, as emotional beings, we must learn to deal with our emotions in a way that's healthy, not just for us, but for our communities, our families, and the example we are setting. So in certain settings, like work and business, when that emotion rises, or even in life, when you're trying to deal with other people, notice that emotion, breathe into it, go back to your center. For me, that's my yoga practice. After I do my yoga practice, I come back to center. Sorry, there's something in my eye. My whole attitude, my whole response, my whole way of reacting to this event is different. And so take a moment, pause. You're just slowing down time instead of rushing to an action or a response or a message or firing someone or quitting a job. You're retreating your energy, going back to center. And this is something, I'm not going to lie, this is something we need to learn from men. They're very rational beings. They don't necessarily act from these emotional places because they've learned to not deal with life through an emotional place. In this specific place, we want to learn from them. So remember, next time you're dealing with a challenge, it's fine to feel your emotions. It's fine to feel anger. It's fine to feel all the things you're feeling. Embrace that. Retreat with your energy. Find your creative center from the place you really want to react from, or creatively react from, instead of destructively react from. Choose, and then the last step is take action. But again, not from a place of emotion, from a place of freedom and inner alignment and knowing. So I hope this video helps you. I want to show you a bit how beautiful this place is. And just remind you that being a woman is being a very specific kind of species on earth. And we have to learn how we operate and how to deal with these energies and mechanisms we contain. Not to reject them or deny them, but to work with them, to move with that flow, to take that energy and to take that emotion and create something new. And that's how we create the new earth, the new paradigm, by knowing what it is we want to create and working with the energies already present. I send you all my love. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure to do so. And if you'd like to go deeper in this feminine wisdom, I have my inner circle, which is a beautiful group of women who meet every month for a gathering around a certain theme related to the feminine, for connection, community, and deep feminine wisdom. So if that interests you, you'll find the link below, and I'll see you again next week.